Good Friday morning, folks. Back here on this last Friday in March, James.
Yes.
And it's Good Friday.
Well, see, you took it. I was actually going to say Good Friday, but
well, you can say it.
No, it's too late. You done stole the thunder of it. But yes, we are glad you're tuning in this morning. We have, as always, some good guests on here today. Some great news, some great things going on this weekend. It being Easter weekend, we have some guests on here that have some events going on actually this weekend, and then on into the month of April.
Right.
Too bad we didn't end up on April Fool's Day. That would have been a great one to have. Whoever gets the first is going to have some good jokes. You can have some great guests on that day too.
There you go.
But today's Good Friday, so not only say good morning, say Good Friday to everyone, and enjoy the day. I think everyone's going to be off today.
Not everyone.
Not everyone.
There's some off.
You're off today, aren't you?
I'm off.
I don't get to be off. I have to go to work. I have to leave here and go to work. I guess go ahead and talk about some of the guests we have. I guess tell who we're having, and we're actually going to have a guest host today, and we'll talk about that later here later on in the show. We'll talk about a guest host that we're going to have on here, and he has a guest
host with a guest.
Yes, yeah, I guess it's
right.
It's something like I can spit it out sooner or later. Tell who we have on today.
Well, this morning, James, we have Sergeant Ruthie Forgy from the Salvation Army, and they have an event coming up that she's going to talk about. As always, we'll probably talk about the Salvation Army as well, not just the event that they have coming up.
In ways that it can be helped. I mean, there's a whole lot of things. We found out from the last time that we had Sergeant Ruthie on that there's a lot of things that I didn't know that existed within the Salvation Army that they did and what they do and they continue to do. So we'll find out about that here in a little bit.
Right.
And who else?
We also have Tamara Hicks from Native Services of Tennessee.
Okay.
And she's going to be on, and she also has an event coming up in April as well.
And she's got a great organization that she's going to talk about. That helps the Native American services of, I guess I won't say Tennessee, but I know that she's wanting to expand into Georgia, but we'll save that and let her talk about that because I'm sure she has a lot more information about it and knowledge about it than we do. But let's go ahead and just go to a break. We'll go to break. We'll bring our first guest on, and we'll just let you see what we have.
Right. Okay, folks, fill up your cup of coffee and be prepared to receive some great information this morning on this Good Friday morning.
Have built a firm offering quality legal services to the people and businesses of Southeast Tennessee. We have achieved expertise in all areas of law in order to represent our clients in a manner they need, deserve, and have come to expect. Logan Thompson, with 9 attorneys and an extensive and competent support staff, is available to provide representation in various legal areas, including family law, Social Security benefits, personal injury, criminal defense, workmen's compensation, as well as business and complex litigation matters. At Logan Thompson, we have been building a tradition of legal services for over 40 years. We have developed the finest legal services and are proficient in providing you with representation you can trust. Give us a call at 423-476-2251 to schedule your free consultation.
Kyle Motors, 802 20th Street Southeast in Cleveland, is the place to find quality pre-owned cars and trucks. Kyle offers on-the-spot financing on all vehicles on the lot. Each pre-owned vehicle goes through a complete inspection to make sure each car and truck meets the Kyle Motors standard. Warranty and extended warranties available on all vehicles. Kyle Motors will sell you a car or truck that you will be proud to drive for many years to come. See Tony, Bill, Dale, James, or David and let them put you in your next quality pre-owned vehicle. Kyle Motors, 802 20th Street Southeast. Phone 790-7100.
At Crawford Pharmacy, we offer custom compounding. Our pharmacists are known for their attention to detail and unique expertise. So visit us at 2260 Chambliss Avenue, Cleveland, Tennessee. For personal assistance, walk right in or come up to our convenient drive-thru. Crawford Pharmacy, serving our community one person at a time.
Town Americana, where trucks are big and bold, and a handshake is firm, and your word is gold. Don Ledford Chevy Buick GMC in Athens is a $2,000 drive. Maybe you're coming from here or here. Doesn't matter. Buying a truck from Don Ledford in Athens will save you at least $2,000. Don Lefford Chevy Buick GMC in Athens, a $2,000 drive worth making.
I'll take that drive every time.
Featuring some of the South's most scenic views, the Mountain View Inn has been a landmark in the Cleveland community for over 40 years. Our executive guest quarters with flat screen TVs and excellent bedding will make any guest comfortable. Carrie's Restaurant is one of Cleveland's favorite, with one of the best buffets around.
Hello, and on behalf of the Hughes family, thank you for so many years of your business and your friendship.
This segment of Tennessee Valley This Morning is brought to you by Crown Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, located at 511 South Lee Highway in Cleveland and 2120 Chapman Road, Chattanooga. For your next new or previously owned vehicle, make it Crown Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, the better way to buy.
Welcome back, folks, on this beautiful Friday morning. We're here this morning with Sergeant Ruthie from the Salvation Army. Welcome this morning.
Welcome.
Thanks for having us back.
We're glad to have you back, certainly. We enjoyed your visit with us last time. We got some great information, but I know you have an event coming up that you're here to talk about today.
We do. We have a spring shopping extravaganza, and basically it is a first-time event for us here in Cleveland, where we have direct sales vendors and unique craft vendors that are going to come in, and they're going to set up booths and just sell their product. And so if you're out looking for something for the graduate, for Mother's Day, Father's Day, birthdays, summer weddings, this will be a great place to go ahead and come in and find that special gift for that special event and take care of it in one-stop shop.
Right. Now, you said vendors. There's table booth spaces.
There are. We have 30 vendors coming. Anywhere from, we'll be offering clothing, one-of-a-kind scarves, unique bags, home goods, candles, crafts, makeup, health and fitness items, handmade goods. I mean, we just have a large variety of vendors that are coming and excited about it. We don't have any space left for any vendors. We
so it's something for everyone.
Yes,
kind of
absolutely, absolutely. And we'll have concessions for maybe husbands or people who are not really into shopping.
So they got chairs there to sit down.
That's exactly right. They'll have a place, and we'll have some live music and some bands going on. And so it's going to be a family fun event. Something for everybody there. Right. So.
Okay, now where will this be at?
It's going to be at Peerless Road Church at the end of Raider Drive there. Peerless Road's very central, and they're very kind to us and very good partners with the Salvation Army that helped us in disaster. We had our temporary disaster relief center over there. They just called and offered the gym at that point, and then when we were planning this event, called in and said, "Hey, can we borrow your gym again?" And they were very gracious to us and very generous to us. We love our relationship with them.
Right. And the date and time on that? I mean,
it's actually April the 6th, which is a week from Saturday, from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Okay.
10 to 4.
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. So these 30 plus vendors and just everything you need and want.
Yeah, and there's
stuff you don't need, right?
Well, probably. You get there and go, I'll have to get that. But there's no cover charge. Just come in, shop. At your leisure,
okay.
and it is a fundraiser for us, and the funds that we receive from this event will go to support our camps this year. Last year we had almost 35 plus kids from our area to go to camp absolutely free for 1 week, and this is like such a time for them to get to go to camp, be away from home. It's at our camp on the Kentucky-Tennessee line. It's actually in Burkesville, Kentucky, but part of the camp is on the Kentucky section and part of it's on the Tennessee section. So the basketball court, half is blue and white, and half is orange and white, because that's the dividing line.
Right.
So you can go to Kentucky and Tennessee in a matter of seconds. But yeah, so the kids go up there, and we one of our kids last year was a star camper, got the Star Camper Award. Right. But more importantly, he met Christ while he was at camp. Right. And that's what it's all about at the end of the day. So really want to get these kids to camp. Again, it's totally funded by the Salvation Army and the resources and for folks like you in our community. So,
so folks can come out, shop, have fun,
Yes.
and support a good cause.
Absolutely. Absolutely, and just help us to continue to do the most good in our community and for the folks in need in our community.
Now, something I want you to bring up again that you had talked about the last time you were on the show that I didn't know about, and that's the coffee shop downtown.
Yeah.
I want you to talk about it because, you know, since that we had you on the last time, someone had mentioned about going there, and I you know, when I had information for them, I said, you know what, that's ran by the Salvation Army. And they're like, really? I'm like, yeah. And so I think they ended up going there to get coffee and everything. And I thought, you know, I was glad that I was able to, you know, tell them that, because otherwise I wouldn't have known if you had told me that, because I mean I didn't know it existed that way.
Right.
And we've talked to our son about it too, about the program and stuff that you have in there.
Yeah.
But you know, you go ahead and tell everyone, as if they haven't heard it before, you know, what it's about.
The Salvation Army has one of our most I guess, you know, for lack of a better word, we're so proud of the workshop, our coffee shop that we have there. And it is a ministry outreach, but, you know, we have quality product, and that allows us to do just exceptional ministry. And so when you come in and buy a cup of coffee, whether it be a cappuccino or one of our most popular drinks is the black tie affair, which I think is cappuccino and some chai, and I don't know what else is in it because I'm not, I'm a candy drinker, so give me some mocha or something like that. But we have the mochas, and we have home-baked pastries right there. Nutella turnovers are the big hit right now, just fresh out of the oven. If you're there on baking day, you got to get a Nutella turnover. But when you come and purchase a product there like that, the profits go right back into ministry. And one of the programs that we are just so proud of there also is our internship program with our kids, and it is a 3-tier internship program. First level, they come in and they may just you know, help sweep the floor and come to Bible study. And the second tier, they get behind the counter, get to put on an apron, get to learn how to start making some of the drinks and run the espresso machine and learn the cash register, and they attend Bible study and may even start leading portions of it. And then by the third tier, they are assigned a community outreach project. We have one young lady right now, her community outreach project, she has such a heart for our homeless population. And even before she got to the third tier, she goes out every weekend morning on Saturdays and just takes warm food to the homeless population. And she has dates with some of the homeless people, and that she will go meet them at a coffee shop or at a local garden market and have oatmeal with them in the morning time, and just really knows them by name. And she is doing an outreach now for her third tier outreach project, where we have a meal that's served on Saturdays now, a lunch meal, and she coordinates it, gets the food, and teams donated, and teams to come in and volunteer their time, and we serve it right there at the Salvation Army, and then they also take some out to the people they know that's not coming in. Right. And that is a direct result of that mentorship program at the Salvation Army through the Emmons Street Coffee House. Right. So it's just a wonderful, wonderful program.
Now, what age groups can participate in that?
You know, we have kids from all ages. Our most popular group is middle school to college. So depending on the time of year is what you'll see. We have something for everybody, and we have trivia night. We have concerts. Every Friday night we have a concert there. Just local bands and come in. Last week we had Sounds of Light, and they're a phenomenal local group. But we just, you know, I know they have open mic night where just any kind of raw talent can get on. We vote with penny jars. Right. And it's so fun, and it is such, I mean, if you haven't been and you hear that we're doing open mic night, that's the night to come, because it is packed out and people want their people to win, and just a lot of just good, clean fun. Right. And a great place for our kids to get to hang out.
And what times are those nights, or those
events? Open mic nights usually start around 7, and they go until, you know, they have so many slots, and then we go until we're done, and then we tally up, and they win. The winner of the open mic night gets to do their own concert. Okay. And then they also get Emmons Street Coffee House, you know, cards. You know, you get a $25 gift card at Emmons Street Coffee House. But yeah, I mean, it's worth the walk in. You know, if you'll just, you know, we don't have the drive-through, but it is well worth the walk-in when you see where those funds go that we raise at the coffee house.
That's great. Yeah, because like our friends of ours at church had asked about, well, they would mention they were going to stop by there, and then I got to tell them, you know what, that's funded and ran by and helps the Salvation Army, and so like really I didn't know that, and I was like I didn't either until I'd found that out. Yeah. So just having you on the show, I was able to pass the word along that that's how it went. Yeah. And I'm sure that they're big coffee drinkers, so I'm sure they've gone there several times by now.
Yeah, it is a great place just to hang. I'm very fortunate that my office is in the other side of the building, so I can just walk over, and sometimes I just walk over just to fellowship a little bit and see who's hanging around, and other times I go and get me a sugar-free hot chocolate, which is 97 calories in a large with the whipped cream on top.
That's probably the 90 calories. The 7 is probably the...
Yeah, probably. I was like, the other day was like, do you want whipped on it today? And I'm like, yes.
Definitely, huh?
But what other programs do you have going on that you would like to talk about?
We have our social service program where we can do utility assistance for folks. Sometimes people come in, they're just hungry, and we'll fix them a meal right there on the spot if we just have peanut butter and jelly. But we have resources available where we can give them a box of food, and then we also can connect them with other agencies in our area that do food. Okay. We also have our children's ministry program. And that is growing on Sunday nights, and we have our Thrive on Thursday nights, which is our youth 13 to 25, just their own service. They got their own praise and worship leaders, they got their own speakers, and it is just for that community, and that is growing. We actually had 8 salvations in there this year already. Of people, if you can catch them at this age, you can plant a seed that will grow into something wonderful through a lifetime. Right. And so we're just really intentional about how we minister and reach there.
That's good. So. That's good.
That's awesome.
As I said, growing up, I didn't know that was all there. I don't know how long it's been in existence, but I didn't know that by growing up. That was all there. Otherwise, I probably would have hung out there more.
Well, we've only been in Cleveland for 4 years, and when I came, we didn't have the existing property. So we've been at the existing property for a little over 2 years now, and the coffee house has been it opened a year ago, October. So God has really blessed us and shown us a lot of favor, and we're just looking forward to greater things.
Right, and I'm glad for that. That's exciting. How could I know that you have the events, you have the different programs, but people can help out other ways. I'm sure that the donations and different things.
Absolutely. We depend on the donations that come in through our community. Just to keep the doors open and keep the lights on, and and they can do a donation just nondescript, or they can tag one and say, hey, we want this for the coffee shop, we want this for children's program, we want this for social services, we'd like for this donation to go to utility assistance. They can earmark it, or they can just send a check in, or drop a check off, or drop cash off. We have one man that drops his check off every week. He just comes in and hands us an envelope and pays his tithes to us, and just hands us the cash money and leaves every week.
That's great.
Yeah. So but we are very good stewards with the money that is given to us, and just want to continue to do the most good with the resources that we have in our immediate community.
That's great. Well, we're running out of time, but if you want to go ahead and just bring up the event again, just give them, when, where.
Yeah, it's the Spring Shopping Extravaganza. It's on April the 6th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., and it's going to be at Peerless Road. So, if you need gifts for that special occasions that's coming up right now, come on by. We got it.
Okay. Well, Sergeant Ruthie, we do appreciate you being on the show. We're always excited because you always bring some great stuff on here and talk about some good stuff that, going for a great cause and helping our young people, our next generation. Yeah. And that's important to us. It should be. Okay. And we do appreciate you being on here today.
Thank you so much. We'll love coming.
Thank you. Folks, we're going to go to a commercial break and bring on our next guest, and we'll bring her in, and she has some great information also. And again, Sergeant Ruthie has some information here for us, the events going on. Please support the Salvation Army and get in touch with them, and go down and visit the coffee shop. Get a low-fat hot chocolate, sugar-free hot chocolate. There you go, folks. So we're going to go to break. We'll be back in a few minutes with the next guest.
Town Americana, where trucks are big and bold, and a handshake is firm, and your word is gold. Don Ledford Chevy Buick GMC in Athens is a $2,000 drive. Maybe you're coming from here or here, doesn't matter. Buying a truck from Don Ledford in Athens will save you at least $2,000 bucks. Don Ledford Chevy Buick GMC in Athens, a $2,000 drive worth making.
I'll take that drive every time.
At Crawford Pharmacy, we offer custom compounding. Our pharmacists are known for their attention to detail and unique expertise. So visit us at 2260 Chambliss Avenue, Cleveland, Tennessee. For personal assistance, walk right in or come up to our convenient drive-thru. Crawford Pharmacy, serving our community one person at a time.
Kyle Motors, 802 20th Street Southeast in Cleveland, is the place to find quality pre-owned cars and trucks. Kyle offers on-the-spot financing on all vehicles on the lot. Each pre-owned vehicle goes through a complete inspection to make sure each car and truck meets the Kyle Motors standard. Warranty and extended warranties available on all vehicles. Kyle Motors will sell you a car or truck that you will be proud to drive for many years to come. See Tony, Bill, Dale, James, or David and let them put you in your next quality pre-owned vehicle. Kyle Motors, 802 20th Street Southeast. Phone 790-7100.
Logan Thompson, attorneys at law, have built a firm offering quality legal services to the people and businesses of Southeast Tennessee. We have achieved expertise in all areas of law in order to represent our clients in a manner they need, deserve, and have come to expect. Logan Thompson, with 9 attorneys and an extensive and competent support staff, is available to provide representation in various legal areas, including family law, Social Security benefits, personal injury, criminal defense, workmen's compensation, as well as business and complex litigation matters. At Logan Thompson, we have been building a tradition of legal services for over 40 years. We have developed the finest legal services and are proficient in providing you with representation you can trust. Give us a call at 423-476-2251 to schedule your free consultation.
Featuring some of the South's most scenic views, the Mountain View Inn has been a landmark in the Cleveland community for over 40 years. Our executive guest quarters with flat screen TVs and excellent bedding will make any guest comfortable. Carrie's Restaurant is one of Cleveland's favorite, with one of the best buffets around.
Hello, and on behalf of the Hughes family, thank you for so many years of your business and your friendship.
This segment of Tennessee Valley This Morning is brought to you by Crown Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, located at 511 South Lee Highway in Cleveland and 2120 Chapman Road, Chattanooga. For your next new or previously owned vehicle, make it Crown Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, the better way to buy.
Welcome back, folks. And this morning we have here with us, we have Tamara Hicks from the Native American Services. I said that wrong earlier, and I apologized for that.
I corrected her.
Yes, you did. You corrected me, James. I am not perfect, James.
You say I am. She says I am all the time.
I should say I'm not as perfect as you, James. Welcome, Tamara.
Well, good morning. Good morning, Stacy. Good morning, James. Glad
Good morning.
to be invited and glad to be here.
We're excited to have you here,
Yeah.
and for many different reasons.
Yeah.
You know, you've got some things happening, and we want to hear from
We
that.
sure do. Native American Services is actually sponsoring a Native American powwow and festival that we do every year. This is our 7th year. It is down in Chattanooga at our First Tennessee Pavilion, also known as the Chattanooga Market for most people. And we are actually the event down there that kicks off the actual Chattanooga Market series.
Okay.
And so what we do is we bring in and host Native American dancers from all over the United States, and we also have booths, concession booths that Native Americans will come and set up and show their crafts, sell their crafts, and we even have an area where we have different Native Americans who actually demonstrate some of the old style and traditional ways of making things, like finger weaving and bows and arrows and blowguns and even shell carving. So we have a lot, and corn husk dolls. We have a couple of ladies going to do that
nice.
this year. Yeah.
Yes, those are.
But we do this every year as a fundraiser for our organization, which is a public charity. So 85% of all donations made into the organization actually have to go back to our Native Americans across Tennessee, and now we are trying to stretch out into other states as well. But it all goes to those Native American families and in our communities to help them out for whatever their needs may be.
What's some of the targeted needs that you?
A lot of it is education. We also go into the school systems because I believe the second grade in Tennessee has Native American required studies.
Right.
So we do a lot of school programs. We can do various types of school programs, like from 1 hour up to an extended program. We do one every year for a school in Chattanooga where they have actually a Native American powwow day.
Wow.
And all the parents are involved and the teachers are involved. It's just a really, really wonderful thing they do for the kids. And we do different hourly programs in different schools to educate them on the culture, because a lot of the children don't realize that Native Americans from this area, all the Cherokees and the civilized tribe Indians, we didn't live in teepees. We lived in wood-framed type log cabin homes. Right. And a lot of people didn't realize we had running water before the Europeans ever visited us and became known to us.
Right.
We were farmers. We grew crops and different things. Many of the foods we eat today are the same foods that Native Americans had in this area for hundreds and thousands of years.
Wow. Yeah, because you get that stereotype, I guess, going on.
Yeah, we do. We do. And we're here to kind of dispel a few of those.
That's good. I mean, I think that's a lot. I mean, our books are being rewritten a lot.
I'm glad they are, because a lot of the history on the Trail of Tears, which is a very infamous part of our history, is really almost like an honorable mention. In a lot of books, there's not a lot taught about it.
Right.
It was a sad time, but it's also a time of learning and education, not to be repeated.
Right.
And there was a lot of bad that happened, but there was a lot of good that came out of it as well, because the Cherokees and the other civilized tribes are stronger nations today.
Right.
So there's a lot of good, and what Native American Services of Tennessee and the other states, what we're trying to do is to preserve that culture and that education, and through that history preservation, and just teach about it and make it known to people, because there are a lot of questions people have.
Right, and I think now is a time when that's easier to be done, because with the internet and with the cameras and camcorders and just everything. I mean, so you can get your message out there so much faster. I mean, you've got a website up now. Go ahead and talk about the website.
I'm so proud of the website, thanks to someone sitting here in our presence. We have an awesome website, and it is naservices.org. And you can go on this website and learn about us and what our mission is. And our mission is primarily to preserve our culture and the history, and to do the programs and help financially aid people in the areas of healthcare, education, and cultural needs.
Right.
And so we really reach out to those in our community, and we do it really a lot of times by word of mouth. Just like in any community, someone knows someone.
Right.
And we all are humans, and we all have pride. And sometimes we don't want to ask for help, but there are ways in which we can help without people losing that pride.
Right.
Or humility.
Yeah, because someone on the show before had mentioned it's not a handout, it's a hand up. I mean,
it basically is.
It's about helping someone out. It's not about helping someone.
Just like in any community, people really will come together and pull together.
Right.
If we know of a family that's in need, we have our ways of communicating and getting the word out, and we all pull together and help those families. Some will actually go and do housework, repairs on their homes, different things like that. We've had families who had burned out sections of their home, and so a lot of people went and did work
That's great.
to help them out. And that's basically what we do with these fundraiser events. But this event is for the community, for the public, to actually help the organization. And we're grateful for our many sponsors and people that support us. We have the Tennessee Arts Commission and Coca-Cola, and you guys, of course, have been wonderful in helping us. And we have, you know, different people on our board. We are an all Native American board that makes all these decisions, and we do it. We're all on the same page. So
now, the Chattanooga powwow that's coming up. Cost involved?
It'll be on April 6th and 7th, and Saturday is 10 to 10, and Sunday is 10 to 5. This is competition dancing, so you're going to see a lot of dancers coming in from all over, and our little tiny tots, they're going to be competing in their little regalia. So it's just really awesome to see. We have a entertainment group called Women of Heart. They're an all-ladies singing group. They're all percussionists, and the harmonizing and the language they speak is just wonderful in some of their songs that they have written. The cost of it will be admission for adults will be $7, and children that are from 4 to I think 4 to 8 is $4. And then students, any students with college or any area colleges, they can get in for $5 if they show us our ID. So and anyone with the fire department, a member of the fire department, police department, EMS, and military, retired or active, are all those members get in free. We pay homage to our veterans because they allow us to do these events and to pray and do our ceremonies, because they've sacrificed what they've done for our country to make it the free country that it is today. We're very spiritual people. So, and on Sunday at 10 o'clock, believe it or not, we have a Native American church service that we do at the powwow, and it's a praise and worship service for anyone who wants to just come in and jam with us and talk, and there's a nice message.
Well, some of the pictures you were sending over to go onto the website, I was noticing, very colorful.
Oh,
a lot of bright
beautiful
colors. I mean,
the brighter the better.
Blue and the yellow is really, I love it.
Lime green. You're going to see a lot of yellow and lime green and royal blues and reds. It's beautiful, the colors. And they do this for competition because it is beautiful. And they're supposed to get out there and shine and get the judges' attention. So you're going to see a lot of different style dancers in all age groups, all the way up to senior citizens, believe it or not, out there dancing. And competing for that money.
We'd have to go see that because I love
dance.
dance.
You
I love
better.
dance.
As our guest, come.
I
love be with
dance.
us.
And so, what other events do you have? I mean, what other events throughout the year do you have?
Other events, most of them are school programs. We're trying to work on some workshops that we've been really wanting to do for people to come and learn different crafts at different times, and those we will publicize. But most of them are the school programs that we do. We do programs here at 5 Points Museum. We've done several Native cultural programs with them over the past several years, and we do I co-host another festival in October up here at Red Clay State Park, where it all started or where it all ended, whichever way you want to look at it. So we do another outdoor powwow up here at Red Clay, and that's usually the 4th weekend of October, but our website will have more of that information coming up as soon as we get through with the one in April.
Well, give everyone, I guess, phone number, website again, so they can...
Website, again, is naservices.org, and our phone number is 423-240-7270, if anybody wants to give us a call. You will find all of that information on the website. We do take donations on the website. It's secured, and it goes for, like we say, it all goes out to the community and helps support all of these much needed programs. We just didn't realize the need out there until we got into the formation of the organization, and we've been around now for about 8 years, so it's growing.
I'm saying your website gives a lot of the information.
It does, and you can actually contact us through that website by email. on our contact index tab there.
And you have a video of the Chattanooga
We
powwow.
have,
I mean,
we
if you're
have a
trying to get
little
an idea.
30-second video that is an invitation for the powwow, and you can actually see some of the dancing, and my arena director will be there. That's on that video. He will be the one. He's in charge of keeping the dancers straight, and if certain dancers drop certain things on their regalia in the circle, there are certain things that we have to do to take care of that.
Right.
So all of that is handled in a very good way, and we do explain to the crowd what's going on, so they're fully aware of what's happening.
Okay. Yeah, because I think on your website also you have a tab for the Chattanooga powwow.
I do.
Has a registration form, maps,
I
directions.
do.
I mean, there's a lot
Driving
of
directions.
information there.
Bring chairs. Please bring chairs, because it's very easy. You come in, set your chair down, leave it where you put it, go walk, shop around to the booths, talk to the different people, come back, your chairs, everything's left alone. It's just protocol at these type of events.
Okay. That's good. That's
That
great.
is exciting.
Yeah.
It's very fun.
Yes,
For the whole
sounds fun.
family.
Right.
Oh, and we have food vendors there for every taste.
No, that's what I was going to ask
Oh,
you.
yes. We have Native American tacos, and we have gator that's going to be there if anybody's had alligator.
I haven't. I have
It
to
is
try that.
wonderful.
Might have to
And
try
then
that.
we're going to have turkey legs and poor boy sandwiches and Mongolian stir fry
Wow.
and French fries and drinks and desserts. It's
I'm gonna hang- you
hamburgers.
know-
Got to have the hamburgers.
You know where I'll be hanging out.
Yeah, and all the food concessions.
Yeah.
It's just
My
a
chair will be in
wonderful.
front of the food concessions.
It is wonderful. So just come on and be our guest, and we'd love to have you.
'Cause I love trying different types of food. I mean, I spent several
You'll
years
love it.
in Korea, and we still to this day, I cook Korean food for us.
See, I'm getting ready today. I was called today. I'm going to be doing a festival at Chattanooga State, and I will be doing some of the Native American food
Okay.
for their program. So.
Okay. Well, Tamara, we're out of time, but we do appreciate you being on here today. And
Thank you, Stacy. Thank you, James.
You're
And I know
welcome.
I'm going to be seeing more of you.
yes.
Definitely. Definitely.
All right, folks. So you hear that? That's Chattanooga powwow coming up here, and got to be here. I got to try the gator. I've got to try the gator. I've got to try the gator. I mean, I've seen them wrestle it. Now I get to eat it.
Maybe you won't have to wrestle that one.
I have to wrestle it down, with a little stick or how they feed it to you.
Right.
But
Gator
folks,
on a stick.
yeah, gator on a stick. There you go. Gator boys, eat your heart out. But folks, we have a special host coming up and also a guest coming up, and it's actually going to be Jim Logan's going to be with us today. He's actually going to close the show out. He has a guest with him that's got some information going on, an event going on this weekend. So we're going to say goodbye to you. Have a good Friday, and just stay with us a few minutes. But we'll be back here, and we won't be back here. But Jim Logan will be back here with his guest, and we'll see you here in a few moments.
Logan Thompson, attorneys at law, have built a firm offering quality legal services to the people and businesses of Southeast Tennessee. We have achieved expertise in all areas of law in order to represent our clients in a manner they need, deserve, and have come to expect. Logan Thompson, with 9 attorneys and an extensive and competent support staff, is available to provide representation in various legal areas, including family law, Social Security benefits, personal injury, criminal defense, workmen's compensation, as well as business and complex litigation matters. At Logan Thompson, we have been building a tradition of legal services for over 40 years. We have developed the finest legal services and are proficient in providing you with representation you can trust. Give us a call at 423-476-2251 to schedule your free consultation.
Kyle Motors, 802 20th Street Southeast in Cleveland, is the place to find quality pre-owned cars and trucks. Kyle offers on-the-spot financing on all vehicles on the lot. Each pre-owned vehicle goes through a complete inspection to make sure each car and truck meets the Kyle Motors standard. Warranty and extended warranties available on all vehicles. Kyle Motors will sell you a car or truck that you will be proud to drive for many years to come. See Tony, Bill, Dale, James, or David and let them put you in your next quality pre-owned vehicle. Kyle Motors, 802 20th Street Southeast. Phone 790-7100.
At Crawford Pharmacy, we offer custom compounding. Our pharmacists are known for their attention to detail and unique expertise. So visit us at 2260 Chambliss Avenue, Cleveland, Tennessee. For personal assistance, walk right in or come up to our convenient drive-thru. Crawford Pharmacy, serving our community one person at a time.
Town Americana, where trucks are big and bold, and a handshake is firm, and your word is gold. Don Ledford Chevy Buick GMC in Athens is a $2,000 drive. Maybe you're coming from here or here, doesn't matter. Buying a truck from Don Ledford in Athens will save you at least $2,000 bucks. Don Ledford Chevy Buick GMC in Athens, a $2,000 drive worth making.
I'll take that drive every time.
Featuring some of the South's most scenic views, the Mountain View Inn has been a landmark in the Cleveland community for over 40 years. Our executive guest quarters with flat screen TVs and excellent bedding will make any guest comfortable. Carrie's Restaurant is one of Cleveland's favorite, with one of the best buffets around.
Hello, and on behalf of the Hughes family, thank you for so many years of your business and your friendship.
This segment of Tennessee Valley This Morning is brought to you by Crown Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, located at 511 South Lee Highway in Cleveland and 2120 Chapman Road, Chattanooga. For your next new or previously owned vehicle, make it Crown Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, the better way to buy.
Welcome back to Tennessee Valley This Morning. You know, I have a great time, Vinca, when I come out here and I listen to the folks who provide us with information you won't get anywhere else, but it's valuable information. It really is neat to listen to Tennessee Valley This Morning and learn those things. Definitely. Folks, we're here today. We're going to be talking about this wonderful, wonderful weekend, which we will celebrate the resurrection. On Sunday morning, we call it Easter Bunny. Easter, I didn't say Easter Bunny, I said Easter morning. You know where my mind is, it's on that prize egg.
Chocolate. Very important.
We're so blessed today to have with us Vinca West as my special guest. And we're going to be talking about the resurrection services that all of us will be enjoying this weekend. And let me tell you a little bit about Vinca. Well, I guess we ought to ask you, Vinca, you spell your name W-E-N-C-K-E?
Correct, yes.
There's a company up here in Charleston that's starting up called Vacker.
Vacker, correct.
And they spell it W-A-C-K-E-R.
That's true.
Is Vinca a German name?
It is a German name, and it's very helpful that Vacker has come because now I can explain to people how to pronounce my name because the W is pronounced as a V.
One of the most joyful things I do in my life is go to choir practice at First Baptist Church on Wednesday evenings. What a great evening last night.
It is. It was wonderful. It was wonderful to practice what we'll be doing this weekend and to be able to fellowship with everyone and worship as we were practicing and preparing. It was really wonderful.
Yeah, that's my favorite day of the week.
It is.
Wednesday, the 2 hours we spend practicing for the Sunday and for the specials which are coming our way. Vinca, again, tell me a little more about yourself. What does Vinca do?
Well, I am originally from Germany, and I attended Lee University, and then after graduation, my husband and I decided to become residents of Cleveland.
Sure.
So, and I just recently graduated from Nashville School of Law, actually in December, and took the Tennessee bar in February, and I'm awaiting my results. Hopefully in the next few weeks I'll be getting those results, and then I anticipate hopefully practicing law in Cleveland.
How neat.
Yes.
I tell you, it can be a rewarding experience. It's full of great emotion, people who are dealing with family problems, people who are dealing with criminal accusations, losses of limb, contracts from $10 contracts to $1 million contracts. It's just all those problems aside, though, this weekend is the way that you can have peace with all of those things.
Yes.
He's Alive was our program last year.
It was.
Great program.
It was.
What are we doing at First Baptist now? I'm supposed to know, and I'm supposed to know the words to all those songs and all the music.
I hope you're memorizing them over the next few days.
But this is going to be a little different Easter service.
Yes, I think it's going to be a little bit less than what we did last year. We did a very big Christmas program this year, and I think we're probably just tired. So we wanted to just kind of scale back a little bit, but we'll still have 4 performances, Saturday evening and then 3 on Sunday morning. So it's not going to be that much scaled back, and we'll be doing some great musical selections, and of course Pastor will be giving us a great message, as he always does.
Last year, those of you who enjoyed the Easter performance of He's Alive, you're going to have an opportunity to watch that again right here on WTNB. This Sunday, we're going to do it after you've left your church service. You'll be able to come and listen to He's Alive again. It's going to be from 1 until 3 right here on WTNB, something that I know you will enjoy when you are with your family and with your friends, getting ready for that Easter dinner or luncheon. What a great thing to do, to go turn that television on and listen to He's Alive while you're sharing with your family. And we did that last year. It was a dinner meal that we had, and the folks here at WTNB had it on a Wednesday night.
Oh, that's great.
And we were able to sit there and comment, and our discussion changed from somewhat frivolous things to how the life of Christ and the story of the resurrection had changed our lives.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, you said you're going to sing a lot of songs, and I'm supposed to participate there, starting at 6:30. That's 6:30 this Saturday, day after tomorrow. Well, I guess since we're listening to this tomorrow, it's tomorrow.
Tomorrow, right.
Tomorrow, Saturday.
We'll be watching this tomorrow.
6:30 p.m.
Yes.
And folks, we try to kick off right on time.
Correct.
So try to get there and be present and in your seats by 6:30. We anticipate a wonderful attendance because the story is so great, and sometimes people are doing things like preparing for their families to come by or those kinds of things on Sunday morning, or maybe going to a particular church service and will not get to hear this musical. So 6:30 service is really well attended generally there at the church. So what do you think would be a good song to start out with on Easter services?
Well, there's so many of them, and I actually like all of them. So I'm trying to remember all of these. As you are, I am still trying to memorize all of the songs as well. So
Sure. Well, I made a cheat sheet last night.
Good.
I got to tell you.
Good. Maybe I can borrow that later.
Yeah, I'll let you borrow this next wherever you go to speak from now on. The celebration on Sunday is of a living Savior who died. So we start out with My Savior Lives, and we invite the congregation to join with us as we start this wonderful, wonderful presentation with My Savior Lives. What a wonderful song that is. One of the differences, before we go on with the program format, one of the differences this year is, pastor's talk last year was relatively brief. It was merely the invitation to join in the family. But he's going to give us about I think it's scheduled to be somewhere between 15 and 20 minute message as well. So we cut back from 70 minutes, 75 minutes to 43 minutes of singing in which the congregation will join us. So that's a big difference from last year. And if you haven't heard Alan Lockerman speak, wow.
Yes.
He's incredible, isn't he?
He is. It's one of the many blessings every Sunday. There's always something that I walk away with from him. It's a great blessing, and I really enjoy it. It's one of the main reasons that we started attending First Baptist many years ago.
Sure. And, he's always thought-provoking. He's always got a basis for his statements, and his messages provide clear insight to the references of how you get to this message, going all the way into the Old Testament, and he does some of the corroborative studies of other books in the Bible from which the central theme comes. I've given up on trying to keep up with him as he flips through the Bible, but he's very thoughtful, isn't he? He has those.
At least he has the guide up on the screen, and you can follow.
You can follow along.
Thankfully.
Yeah. But again, the music, make a joyful noise. If this is not a time for a joyful noise, I don't know when one is.
You're exactly right.
Yeah. The next song is In Christ Alone, another wonderful, wonderful song. And you know, some people's lives, they focus on lots of different things, but I define Christ as love. I mean, that's his life. He came as a gift of love to the atonement process that was divine. Wow. And so in love alone, not a bad way to look at life.
Definitely not.
Not a bad way. The next song is one that's, boy, pretty touching. I remember that movie a few years back. What was the title of it? I can't remember, where they told the Christ story.
The Passion of the Christ?
Passion.
Is that the one you're referring to?
The Passion. Some of the things that we saw there, you talk about a violence.
It's hard to watch.
Hard to
watch. It really
watch.
is. It is.
But the next song that we have in our performance is It Is Done, and They Didn't Know follows thereafter. Whew.
That's a tough one. That's one I struggle with sometimes. I have to really breathe through it, and because it's difficult to think about.
And I encourage folks when they go, even if they don't go to the First Baptist service, because I try to listen to the other services and get copies of their DVDs and things to listen to some of the other services of our wonderful churches. I know that Westmore is doing a wonderful program. Mount Olive always does. North Cleveland, South Cleveland, Westmore, you name it.
Right.
It's going to be available to you folks. And we're here to encourage you not only to consider coming to First Baptist at one of our 4 performances, but encouraging you to attend. We don't care that Christmas and Easter are the most highly or best attended services. The messages are pretty strong those days.
Yes, very important. 2 very important days for our faith, and to celebrate the birth and the resurrection are, of course, the pivotal points of our faith.
No question about it. They didn't know. That's for darn sure. If they'd have known, it wouldn't have happened that way. Except
if it hadn't happened.
If it hadn't happened, where would we be?
Right.
We'd be hopeless. I do have that's one of the reasons that I say that Christ is love, and this is a celebration of love.
Yes. The ultimate love.
The ultimate love. Wow. Not My Will, and The Blood. Woo!
That one's, I think that's going to be the best one. I mean, not that that's such a powerful song, and the words are just, and we have a very lovely soloist who does a wonderful job, and I think it's going to be a great blessing.
In my opinion, and I can make all of you sopranos and altos and the good tenors and the good basses maybe upset a little bit, but Alana Rogers in singing The Blood. Whew!
Yeah.
It's incredible, folks. I'm telling you, it's incredible.
It is.
What I love about her is not only does she nail the song in terms of musically.
Correct.
But her voice is a means of presentation, and you see it in her hands and her face like no other. I mean, we talk about Like No Other's a wonderful song as well, but Wow, Lena Rogers, can you imagine having that kind of talent? And she is gifted, isn't she?
She definitely is.
Yeah. Well, tell me, of course, "Prepare You the Way" is a big song, and I'm not into a lot of the movement because I do well enough to keep up with the words. But what are these palm trees about?
I don't know. I'm a little nervous about it. I'm afraid I may accidentally assault my neighbor, so I've already given them fair warning that I would do my best. But I'm not very coordinated either, and so I'm hoping that they'll be safe around me.
Vic has seen me walk. That's why she was using that term, either. She knows I'm not very coordinated, that's for sure. Vic worked over at the clerk's office in Bradley County for a while before you went to school, and I think just some while you were there. Is that correct?
Yes, I've been very fortunate to work with some great people along my journey.
Then we're going to sing "Christ the Lord is Risen Today." How about that?
Yes, he is.
Time of celebration.
Definitely.
Okay. Vinca, thank you for your contributions to our community in every way, and I know you're going to be a successful lawyer. Just try to draw your clients from some other area, if you will.
I'll do my best.
Okay. All right. Give us that schedule.
Tomorrow, it'll be Saturday evening, which will be tomorrow at 6:30, and then Sunday morning it will be at 8:30, 10 o'clock, and 11:30, all at First Baptist Church.
11:30. So that's a little difference from our normal schedule, folks. 8:30, we start at 8:30. That's our early morning service, regular time. But then the second service does not start at 9:45. Starts at
10 a.m.
10 a.m.
Yes.
And then the third service does not start at 11. It starts at
11:30.
11:30. You can't have a more delightful time than if you will attend one of the Easter presentations at one of the churches in our community, which you attend on a regular basis. And if you don't have one, or if you'd like, just come on out and see us at 6:30 tomorrow night. Also, consider, if you go to an early church service somewhere else, to come on out, because we're going to be there. Then it's very important to me that you know you're going to be able to see the entire presentation of He's Alive from last year right here on WTNB. Put that on your schedule. It's going to be a great time right here at WTNB for us to all celebrate. Hey, we're going to have 27-piece orchestra.
We are.
A 27-piece orchestra.
They've been practicing very hard. And
we're going to have 146 people singing.
We are.
We're going to have 1,250 of you right with us. That's on Sunday, both Saturday afternoon, 6:30, and then on Sunday morning. Please take advantage of this opportunity to celebrate the resurrection of Jesus Christ with all of your friends and neighbors right here in Bradley County. Folks, we try to do a good job here at WTNB keeping you informed of things that are going on. But I can't think of a more important thing in the world to share with you than the story of the resurrection of Jesus Christ. He's alive, and we have the promise of life because of that. How about it? Huh?
Wonderful.
You going to come back to see us out here at WTNB?
Sure. Why not?
Well, I tell you what, we're going to let you sit in this chair next time.
Okay, well, I'll interview you.
How about that? That'd be
like
fun. We might need to censor some of that stuff, because the stories that we can tell from these problems that people have are oftentimes just will rip your heart out. They can rip your heart out. But listen, there is an answer to those problems. It is He's alive. Thanks for listening, folks. We'll be back.